How's it going, guys? Electron Man. Well, we're going to be doing a different thing today, a little project. We're going to be upgrading a Samsung R540 that I'm gonna go ahead and do. I actually picked this up at the yard sale for $10, and it works, but it only had like 2 megabytes of or 2 gigabytes of RAM in it, and it has an old hard drive in it. So to get it up to some decent standards, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the memory and go ahead and put it's got 2 in it now. I'm going to add a 4 stick in it, so it'll get 6 gigabytes of RAM, and I'm going to put an SSD drive in it. And that should help it up performance-wise a whole lot, especially the SSD drive, and then essentially tripling the memory should really perk it up. It wasn't bad the way it was, but it'll definitely make it to where it's a computer that can be used for the next several years. Anyway, let me go ahead and get you started on this. This is really going to be a pretty easy upgrade, guys. Basically, you have these 2 doors here, so I don't even have to take the back of it off. Basically, you're going to have to take these screws out here and here, and this will let you access the memory. Let me see if I can go ahead. I don't want them screws to... Where'd that screw go? Okay, don't want to lose these screws for sure. Okay, we'll take these and set these in the lid here and set them to the side. Actually, that was the hard drive, sorry. So, well, since we got the hard drive open first, we'll do the hard drive first. But basically, you see this little tab here, you just pull it, and it just slides out. And this is your old standard drive, your mechanical drive. And it's got 2 screws here and here. We're just going to take those 2 screws out. Which holds this little metal plate here. Take this second screw out here. See, just had a screw there and there. Just take that out and basically just slide that little metal plate off like that. And there's your hard drive. Go ahead and set that to the side. And I bought and I'll give you links, guys, for all these parts I'm using. But I found this, and since I don't have a lot of money in it, and it's an older computer, I don't want to put a lot of money in. I think I got this 240 gig SSD drive for like $25. So, and it's 240 gig, which is more than enough for this little PC here. And then you want to take and you look at your connectors there, and as the other one, you just take it and you just slide this little metal deal over it, and it'll line back up at the holes there. Then we just want to put these 2 screws back in here. One there. 2 there. So now I got the little metal bracket back on there, and just like it came out, it just slides back in. So you set her down in there. You see the terminals there with the connector there, and you'll just slide it over like that. You'll line those 2 holes up, so when you put the cover back on, you got it ready to go. So there you go. There's your hard drive upgrade, just like that. Go ahead and slide the little cover back on here, like so. Take our 2 little screws. Put them back in there. Like that. I always like to get these good and tight. I'm using this little pencil screwdriver, so I don't have to worry about over tightening too much, but you want to get them tight so they don't fall out later. And then next thing we're going to do is we're going to upgrade the memory, which is this little cover. So the same thing. Take the screw out there. Whoa, well, that's in my head in there. Easy, boy. Take that screw out. And if you notice, there's a little notch there. We can take a little flat blade there, get underneath that, and it should just pop right off there. Just like so. Set that aside, and both are populated. Let's see what we got going on here. That says 1 gigabyte. So it actually had 3. I thought it only had 2 gigabytes, but I guess it had 3. That looks like that's the factory one. It looks like somebody added a gigabyte. Well, we're going to take this 1 gigabyte out of here. Which actually, if you wanted to, you could buy 2 of these and have 8 gigabytes. But I'm cheap, so I only bought. And I think it was about $15 or $16 for a 4 gigabyte stick, which wasn't bad at all. Which I'll put a link for that too. As you can see, we pulled that 1 gigabyte stick out, and we're going to place that 1 gigabyte stick with this 4 gigabyte stick I bought. And like I said, I'll give you a link to that so you get the right memory. And then it'll just slide back in there, a little edge slide like that. It'll slide in there like that, and then make sure it's fully seated. And push it down. Boom, there you go. We now have the memory installed. Go ahead and put the cover back on here. Should just snap back in there, just like so. Go ahead and tighten the screws back down on these. And just like that, voila, we have now upgraded the memory and the hard drive to an SSD. And we just flip her over here. Go ahead and plug her in here, and then of course it's not going to have an operating system, so what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to go find what version of this have. This had a Windows 7 Home Premium, so I'll go see if I can't find that on the Microsoft side and get that ISO for that. And since I have the certificate of authenticity on the back of this, I should be able to use that code and reinstall Windows 7 Home Premium. Yeah, it's Windows 7, but I didn't have any problem with Windows 7. It'll definitely work good for this. I wouldn't mind going to 10, but I'm not going to spend the money to do that. Maybe it'll let me upgrade to 10. Sometimes they will, but probably end up with just Windows 7 Home Premium, which is fine by me. And I'll go ahead and stop the video now. I need to go find that, get that downloaded, get it on a USB stick, and then I'll show you how you boot up and reinstall the operating system on this guy. Okay, guys, now that I've got the memory upgraded and the hard drive upgraded, I need to reload Windows, which is going to happen when you change up the hard drive. You could clone it, but I'd just soon get a fresh copy since I got the COA certificate of authenticity on the operating system anyway, because it was an old bought one and it had a bunch of crud on there I didn't need anyway, so a good fresh one. But so anyway, I went out to Windows side and downloaded an ISO for Windows 7 Home Premium, which is what this has on it, and put it on a USB stick. So now I just need to boot it up and get it to boot to the USB stick and install Windows 7 into it now, which I don't know how it's set up for us. We're just going to fire it up and see if it'll just pick it up. It'll depend on how the BIOS is set up, which it did. So if it didn't, you need to hit F2, go into BIOS, and tell it to boot from USB. But I just plugged the USB in. As you see, it picked it right up, and it's doing a Windows is loading files now. So I'm not going to bore you with that. I'm sure you've all set and upgraded Windows or installed Windows before, so no need to see that. But anyway, that completes the upgrade. So not a very hard one, and I guarantee you, tripling the memory and adding an SSD drive will bring life back to this. Like, you'll be amazed. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this little short video on how to upgrade the memory and install a SSD drive in a Samsung R540. Have a great day, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up.